Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today we have a very special new series that we're starting. Yay! It's going to be a Darkride. Yes, finally another Darkride. I started this channel with a Darkride, themed after Tesla at the time. And yeah, I love a good Darkride. It takes a lot of work, but it is really rewarding in the end. And the reason I'm doing this Darkride is because we have another contest in Planet X, the Discord, the Planet Coaster and Zoo community Discord. There's a link for that down in the description if you want to join as well. You need to sign up for a guild there and then you can participate in it. But yeah, okay, so what am I gonna do for this Darkride? I am gonna do a Dutch folktale, or like a legend. It is like, it used to be a true story and then kind of stuff like got added, and it's like kind of weird now, but it's like the flying, you all know the Flying Dutchman, right? Like this is kind of similar, but like different. Yeah. So this is about a lady of Stavoren, or the vrouwen van Stavoren as we call it here, and she was very greedy and stuff, and oh no, and then she got a payback, and blah blah blah. If you really are curious about the story we're going for, you should Google the Lady of Stavoren on Google. And for the Dutch is the Vrouw van Stavoren. And then you'll get a better view of what we're going for with the Darkride itself. But the first couple of episodes are going to be the construction of the front facade. I put in quite a lot of work already, and I'm loving it. This is really the stuff I love doing the most at the moment. Like this Anton Pieck style of like a lot of bricks, and like it's a bit whimsical and a bit like everything is a bit like weird. And it's like historical, but not. It's like nostalgic, but there's no really. This wasn't really a real style ever. It's like magic. So that's why I love it a lot. And yeah, I'm creating this whole village facade with like a type of fortress and little shops. And yeah, you all see that constructed in like a few weeks or so. And as usual these days, members of the channel can like watch the next episodes a bit earlier. So if you really want to continue or want to see what's going on next, you should do that. That's an option. And what are we doing anyway? What are we doing this episode? Because we're already quite a bit in. Let me explain a bit. We're making a canal, like a little canal, very Dutch, very Dutch, I think. And I just like doing that. Like, of course, I'm proud of my nation, and I am no shame of it. So I'm just gonna like bathe in that like cultural thingy, blah blah blah. But yeah, we're starting with this bridge and it's already nearly complete. I hope you pay attention to the video as well, instead of me blabbering about a bit. But yeah, we built this bridge and there's actually a path underneath it. But since the pathing in this game is kind of like not the most innovative tool. But yeah, I had to cover it up like this, and now it looks all natural, well, to a degree. And then I used new single bricks TNTK item made by Hydro, which are amazing. I mean, they can be quite taxing on your performance, but like if you just want to make custom stuff like me, it's perfect. So I'm really happy with that item. And now just adding some dirt decals, and we added like a little railing on top with Hydro beams. And yeah, that's how you build a bridge like that. And now I'm adding like these single bricks as well as a bit of detailing on the side, and yeah, you can see already the general shape of this build is already quite like visualized. I used it like I made like a template of like single brick walls to mark down the general like angles of things we've got going on, and I'm still gonna change that. I changed my mind on some things. But that just helps me with like taking into account the angles of the guests, how they're gonna view this from their perspective. It's a bit nerdy, but I like doing all that stuff. So here you have a stairway going down to the canal, where people can, I don't know, board that little boat or like fish a bit. And I used an illustration by Anton Pieck as well for this to get a bit more inspiration going. And essentially this build is like one big mesh of his work like together in 3D, and my own stuff added on top of it, especially for the inside area, because well, that's not gonna be tricky to think about. That's going to be the most challenging thing, because I have no like direct examples of that. But yeah, as we're used to now by like those previous few builds I did in this style, I'm using that little the hydro beams to make little, I still don't know what they're called, but those brackets on the wall to keep the bricks together or whatever it's for, to like structural integrity, and a little like wash line here, and there's also going to be a small building here on the side. Yeah, just a little shack or whatever, and it's like directly connected to the path above as well. I'm trying to use some new TMTK in this build as well to mess around with that a bit. Of course, all windows in this build are completely custom, every single one of them. Well, so far at least. Maybe for the inside we need to be a bit more creative then. And then yeah, we put a nice curtain in there, and you will see a lot of like these like buildings being constructed in this series. It's maybe not as diverse as the World's Fair series, but it is for me. I'm just way happier with the general vibe of it, especially now it's already a bit coming together in the current position of the park where I'm at now. It's already looking pretty nice with like buildings, a whole street is done, but you'll all see that in the future. Little roof here, of course, using the ceramic roof tiles again. And we will be using those a lot this build, and yeah, just great. And then I change the color of them a bit, and then I duplicate some and put them on top, so there's a bit of depth in there. And of course, not to forget the dirt decals. We will be using those a lot as well. I should probably make like a set on the workshop of the like the most important items to make these type of buildings. This wall decal is also something I'm using a lot to blend the brick with the plaster, and yeah, just that texturing is like the whole thing on its own that I really enjoy doing now. Like Plinko used to look a bit like, I don't know, flat or like cartoony, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but I like to deviate a bit from that these days. I know some people aren't really into the TMTK look because it looks different. Then I think, oh no, here I go again. In the game, but I think it makes it look a lot better. Since it's also like officially supported by Frontier, I see like only possibilities in that area regarding realism. All right, so that was one side finished, and this is the other side, and the other side is similar to the first side, only this time it's a completely brick wall next to the staircase instead of like a wooden fancy thing, and then there's like a little elevation shift here. That is not really, I shouldn't call it that, but it's like a little yeah, how do you say that, like an like, I wouldn't say a dent, but yeah, people can like clean their shoes or whatever, like sit down, I don't know, and then put some bricks everywhere to have a bit of detail there. Nice little lantern across as well. The nighttime lighting is going to be great in this park. I can't wait to do all the candles. It's going to be probably very natural lit. And I might deviate a bit from that and do some cool like custom lighting as well, like theme park lighting. Now I'm placing a pigeon here, and he's very hungry. He's eating like a sandwich and drink some beers as well. Yeah, you should stay away from that pigeon for a while. And let me think, what are we doing? More, oh yeah, little rowboat here. I forgot we actually have a boat in game, so I took the Steam DK one. I like the colors of this a bit more, but the textures are a bit simple. And I made some things, oars, that's the name. And some more detailing here now, and yeah. The detailing can be quite repetitive in this part, because it is very similar, but not always. But I'm using a lot of the same objects, but in different ways, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna show you everything. If some things are like really repetitive, like raising these brackets, I might cut that out, because otherwise we have a lot of the same footage, and after so many times you'll see you'll get tired from that. So I'm trying to keep it fresh. So let me know anything specific you want to see more of or less of, because that just helps me in creating better videos for you guys. And yeah, again, making a railing here, and that's the video. So if you liked it, like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!